Yes, you do. Shout out to the real. Shout out to the fake. Shout out to that nosy chick. She better stay in her place. Get it live, punk. I'm live here before my bad boys. Bad boys.
Bad
Girls
boys.
Club.
Yeah, the things haven't changed that much.
What's really good?
What's up?
You was on Bad Girls Club. You're a comedian. You wanted to be a comedian from the beginning. So let's talk about that experience.
Okay, so I got on Bad Girls Club. My season was based on social media personalities. So what they were kind of showcasing was like my comedy sketches, my skits, my characters, things I used to do on like Instagram and YouTube and stuff like that. So I didn't know I was going to be a stand-up comedian when I went into it. I kind of just liked doing like a comedic acting, if you will. So did Bad Girls Club. That was an amazing experience. I did my first roast via Bad Girls Club. My introduction was a prank to the other girls because I was the first new girl. I came in like the second episode. And they had me teach them improv and they didn't know I was their new roommate. So my whole experience in the Bad Girls Club was kind of comedy related in a way.
So it wasn't drama filled?
Not really, not for me. People really like me. I'm always the fun girl. I'm the party girl. I'm the one who's going to be like, everybody get drunk, let's party. Nobody tried me, so I wasn't going to try nobody. You know what I mean? Everybody's like, you didn't fight. You was on a Bad Girls Club. I'm like, I'm not going to just beat ass.
That is true. That is true. You didn't fight. You ain't fight.
I'm not going to just beat ass and be petty because of the connotation of the show. Like, if it had to happen, it would have happened, but nothing. Like I was surprised at how peaceful my entrance and my first night and all that was, because
well, that says a lot about you, man. Do you still keep up with the Bad Girls Club?
Yeah, I keep up with some of them. Some of the bad girls that were in the house with me, I've met some other bad girls from previous seasons via social media. We've connected and blah blah blah. Actually, Amber, which I think was season 2, she was her husband was producing a comedy show, and she actually booked me on his show in Hollywood. So that was like a whole thing. Yeah.
So how was it performing, you know what I'm saying, live in front of the stage, the whole comedy thing, hitting the stage, going place to place, pushing your product? How was that experience? How do you feel about it?
People ask me how I got into it, I honestly say God, because it's something that like was naturally inside of me, and I just never thought to like hone in on it and make it a career. But like, since I could talk, I have been the one doing impressions, cracking jokes, making fun of things. Like, it's just always been naturally who I am, you know? So my first show I ever did was an open mic. Some open mics, they do like a raffle. So I didn't even know if I was going to perform. This one was a raffle. And I did 3 minutes. That's like a joke and an intro. And I remember like not knowing how to breathe. Like I was really anxious and I couldn't figure out my breathing. And I think that was like the most nervous I've ever been since starting to do comedy as a career, was that first initial show.
So let me ask you about that first initial show. Did you have your material already written?
I had some jokes written, yes.
No, I'm talking about for that first show. Did you just jump into it, or did you plan to go into it? Did you sit back a week and get ready? How was that first experience? Because sometimes I had people just jumped into it and, you know, they went from there. So
I had some jokes like material like ready. I didn't just kind of go in there, because there's a lot of people who like, they're funny like with their friends and stuff, and they kiki kaka and they make their friends laugh, and they think like they could just do that on stage. It's not the same. Like, there's a certain structure and formula to joke telling on stage that's very different from just regular storytelling. So I had to kind of take my stories and formulate them to be a stand-up set, you know what I mean? So I didn't just go in there just talking shit and hoping to get laughs. I worked on jokes. I also had it's funny too, because I had just moved to California and I was like home watching, I think it was Chris D'Elia. I was watching Chris D'Elia on Netflix. And I thought to myself, I need to try stand up. I feel like I need to try stand up to get more into my comedy acting and my characters and just the fun stuff I was doing on social media, making like little Instagram money or whatever. I was like, I need to hone in on that more. So I had this thought, this epiphany. And then the next day, literally, I got called by this like really good comedy class. It's called Pretty Funny Women. And she wanted me to take her class in exchange for social media promotion. So I didn't even have to pay. It's like $100 each class or something. I got like a whole month free. So it was like, it kind of just aligned for me. So I got the book, the open mic, started doing the classes, which the classes is basically the same thing as an open mic, but it's just a group. So it's like a little writers group. We kind of help each other, like, oh, I'm gonna test my jokes here in the class. The teacher will help you be like, try like this, and you know. That's how it started.
And did that process help you? Did that help you get better? Did that improve your skills?
I feel like the class helped a little bit. It helped me to do more of the structuring. I feel like I learned from that. It definitely helped me to learn how important writing is. A lot of people don't take the time to just write. If I have a thought and I laugh in my head, I write it down now. You know what I mean? Like it's that time consuming. Like you got to just, anywhere you're at, even if you don't have a notebook, take your phone out, like, oh, this could be a joke. Mm-hmm. You got to grasp inspiration.
And does it come randomly? Do you be out in the club and it just hits you, boom? Because I used to write raps and shit, so I know lines hit you, bam, bam, bam.
I wake up from my sleep sometimes, dead asleep, and I'll be like, and I'll get my phone just on the side of the bed and just jot it down. I don't know, like that's why I say it's God. It's not me. I am a vessel.
So what's going on with life right now? I heard something about, I heard some things about your past. You grew up, what I'm saying, and not so much, clean cut way. You had some highly dysfunctional things happen to you as young. So let's talk about some of that. Talk about some of your background. What was your life like?
So my parents, they got married before I was even born. They were like high school sweethearts. They got married super young, had me, blah, blah, blah. Realized they were too young, divorced. My mother remarried, my stepfather, and they were together for like ever. It was a little chaotic because it was some drugs in the house and it was very ratchet and ghetto. And like, I remember, like seeing my stepdad and like,
you had the coke jaw, you had the
coke jaw. And it's funny because like people don't think kids notice shit, but like we notice.
Yeah.
Like I noticed. So much as they want to say, oh, he's tired from work. No, bitch. Lack of sleep does not make your jaw dislocate, okay? One time, I thought it was a pixie stick. It was a straw of cocaine. I ate cocaine as a child. I'm still tweaking to this day, obviously. It's very...
Hold up. So you ate cocaine as a child. You picked it up and put it in your mouth.
I thought it was a pixie stick, which when I think about it is gross, because what if that was in like his nose?
Yeah, so what your mom say about it? Like today, what did she say?
To this day, like I don't even know if I've told her that story. Like I just thought, I'm like 9 years old. I'm thinking this candy nasty as hell. What's wrong with this candy? Like that's literally what's in my head. And then I, as you get older and you reflect on your fucked up upbringing, you get these like realizations. So you're like, oh, I tried coke. That wasn't a pixie stick.
Yeah, you sniffing early. So did you dibble and dabble with drugs?
A jug.
Did you ever get high before?
Before I was 9 years old,
right now.
Cocaine. Oh yeah, I smoke weed. I'm a pothead. I'm a pothead. I've tried cocaine, and
how do you feel about it? Coke is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, I see why people get addicted to it because the high lasts 5 seconds. So you got to just keep, and I'm like, nope, it's gone. That's it. That was my experiment. That's it. No more. I tried Molly. Molly had me feeling like Michael Jackson. Me and my friend tried Molly, and we was go-go dancing at the time. So like we're working in the club, which is like the best environment for that shit. I really thought we were walking up to people like, we're the dancers, come see us. Like, don't nobody give a fuck about the dancers.
They do. So tell me about go-go dancing real quick, because I want to know what you was wearing.
So go-go dancing is not stripping, okay? I'm the girls who like, we wear the matching costumes. Sometimes we wear headpieces.
Costumes.
You know, we in cages. I did like the Latin music, the hip hop clubs, the house clubs, all the clubs, Miami, Orlando, Tampa. I worked festivals. I worked for music videos for artists. And it's a gateway job into stripping. Like, I feel like it's a good, like if you think about stripping, but you don't want to strip, this is a good gateway job. Like maybe let's start here. So, it was a lot of fun. I was in my 20s when I did it, like my whole 20s. I was just dancing in the club. And when you're in your 20s, you're not thinking about things like, oh, health insurance and, you know, benefits. Like my benefits were free liquor for me and my friends. And that was enough.
You did the right thing too. So you were stripping for how long? 6 years? I mean, go-go dancing.
Go-go dancing. Nothing comes off.
So what do y'all wear? You wear bikinis and shit?
We wear like shorts, tops. Sometimes we wear like these one pieces, bedazzled outfits. You know, it just depends on the theme of the night or whatever's happening. But bikini-esque, not as like tiny as bikinis, like the tops sometimes.
What was the craziest request you ever got in the go-go club? Because I know the men was trying to get some of that.
Oh yeah, some guys thought it was like some strip club stuff. One time a guy smacked my ass and I freaking high kicked his face. My friend punched him in the nose. Like it gets, because I don't know if people don't realize the difference sometimes in person, or they're just pushing the envelope, but I've had guys smack my ass. I've had guys try my whole life. I've had guys ask me if I do a private dance. I'm like, where the fuck do you think you are? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is
You were shutting them down?
Huh?
You were shutting them down?
Of course. I wouldn't do that. I can't do that.
So nobody ever offered enough money to, you know.
Oh no, I'm not that. Look, I have prayed for the hoe gene, sir. You have no idea. I have prayed to the Lord. God, just let me be one of these hoes who get flued out, because the opportunities were everywhere. I could have been on Basketball Wives, Wags. I could have been a motherfucking Kardashian, loving hip hop, but it's just not in me. It's really not.
Yeah, so you had those type of opportunities come to you? And I know, for men?
Yes, like athletes, rappers, celebrities. And I'm just like, I don't know you outside of like the media. That's weird to me, because the thing is, like, there are girls who are like, oh okay, it's Rob Kardashian, I'm gonna get flued out. I don't know this man. Get the fuck out of here. I don't know what he's capable of. I'm not impressed by that stuff. I've never been like the groupie type. So I was like, maybe, Lord, if it's your purpose for me to be a hoe and get flued out. And it wasn't. I'm a comedian.
So let me ask you something about that. Was there ever a time that you was down with that?
No, that's when I wish I was down. My friends would be like, girl,
you better do that.
Because you got to have your whole friends. So I have my whole friends, and my whole friends will be like, bitch, I'll do it. Like, okay.
Yeah. So how do you manage a whole friend? It's a typical night out. How do you manage that?
Oh, well, they do their thing and I reap the benefits, Whole friends are like an insurance policy, progressive insurance, right?
Tell me
make
about
sure you
it.
don't got to pay to get in the clubs. They make sure you get in the VIP section. They make sure that, when the sugar daddies drop off the duffel bag, you get some of that money and go shopping too, I'm just there to reap the benefits. It's like child support for friends.
Oh, that was sharp. That was sharp. So being you in the, comedy industry right now, have you ever had any of that happen in comedy?
Whole friends? Oh God, no.
No, not whole friends.
Oh.
You was in the go-go club, and that's, the place where you might try to, hit something. But did you ever go through that in a comedy club? Like
Oh no,
certain
comedy's
execs,
very
certain promoters trying to, prey on you?
I don't think so. I've definitely had some, guys hit on me here and there, but nobody's ever been disrespectful or like been like sleep with me for this gig. You know what I mean? And I think it's because like I don't want to sound conceited, but like I'm funny and I'm really good at my job. So like maybe like girls who aren't funny, they try, but like when someone's good, you have to respect that. You have to give them their flowers. And I'm good.
So how do you feel about, Spanish comedians and with respect to the industry?
I mean, it's
You feel like
amazing. I
y'all
think
getting y'all just due? Do you feel like it's harder being a Hispanic woman? I mean, how do you feel about it?
sometimes I do feel a little like pushed aside on certain shows and by certain people, you know what I'm saying? But as far as being a Latina in comedy, there's a lot of support from other Latinos and Latinas in comedy. So I don't ever really feel like opportunities don't come to me because of being Latin, but I will notice that sometimes certain people won't work with me or might kind of give me like a look and I'm like, bitch, is you racist? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So it happens.
It happens. So tell me what you got going on in your life right this minute.
Right now, I am doing stand-up comedy. I got some shows this weekend. This Saturday, I'm going to be in Sunset. Monday, I'm hosting a show as my character Racheta, which is inspired by the Ho Friends.
I was going to get to Racheta.
Yeah, so Racheta's hosting some shows. We got some shows. I'm going to be in my hometown, Orlando, Florida, July 15th, but I'm not taking no bookings because I'm doing stuff with my family that day. But I will be there mid-July for about a week, maybe longer, depending on what work I book.
How you feel about going home to perform?
Oh my God, I love it. I love it because like my family has like 800 people and they will like come and like sell out a show every time. Like the last time we sold out the Improv in minutes. It was ridiculous. So this time I'm hosting, it's a little shout out to Ray Rock. He's a big promoter in Orlando. We're hosting at this place called the Art Bar. And we're going to do like a small open mic where I'm going to host and do like a whole set. And there's some art and some music and stuff. So it's going to be a really fun event.
Do you have your own team?
Not really.
You work with people you employ, whatever the case may be, like your own squad. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have like a manager right now. I do work with like a modeling agency for side work, but as far as my comedy, it's like a one-woman show. It's my friend Jacqueline, who plays Angie on our show, A Sociopath and a Psychopath. Jacqueline and me are like, we're each other's like accountability partners. You know what I mean? So like, if I get a gig, I'm putting her on. If she gets a gig, she's putting me on, vice versa. So I would say like Jacqueline. And my man is an amazing support system. And if he sees something like, oh, you should submit to this, but I don't have a team.
Are you a relationship type of girl naturally?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I love hard. I'm a Cancer, so I love very hard. Sometimes I'm a little too hard. I get a little crazy girlfriend, a little crazy always like,
Yeah, let me know how crazy you can get. How crazy have you gotten in your life?
Followed a girl once, did a stakeout with my friend once, broke a mirror. Your normal Boricua activities. Nothing too far-fetched for my
You never had to fuck nothing up?
Not for my species, not too far-fetched.
So let me ask you something. So being a comedian, being a woman, and being a woman in this industry, how do you feel about other women in this industry?
I think it's fantastic. Anytime I have the opportunity to like work with female comedians, I'm down. Like there's just not a lot of us, so I feel like it's very important to support each other and help each other if we can, because there's usually one, sometimes two female comics on a lineup, unless it's an all-female show. So there's just not too many of us. And I think it's important to help each other and stick together as much as possible. So I'm all for it. I'm all for the the fine and funny queens coming together.
And you want to see more of that.
I do, yeah.
So you named yourself the new queen of comedy. That's a big title. So we got to ask you about that. Where that come from? And can you live up to that?
Yes and yes. So I feel like I got inspired from the queens of comedy. And I feel like it's just the new generations of queens of comedy. I'm not the only one. I'm one of them. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at it like, you know, Samora and Monique and them, they're getting old. So we're going to have to come in eventually and take over the game. So I'm just paving the way.
So what were some of your favorite comics out of that group? Did you like any of those comedians? Some of the women?
I do.
So,
I like Monique. Samora's great too. Samora's really funny. Yeah.
So you like Monique, you like Samora. Was that one of your influences, or what was your biggest influence?
I feel like my biggest influence, I don't even think she did stand-up, was Lucille Ball. Lucille Ball and like Dave Chappelle if they had like a child.
So are you Lucille Ball? I mean, that's older than me, and you younger than me. So would you just got into the reruns?
Yeah, it's my mom's
thing for the viewers.
My mom's favorite show. So since I was a kid, I remember her watching I Love Lucy, and I would watch it with her. And I had never seen nothing like that. And it was very inspirational to me to see, you know, first of all, this is her show. Like Ricky Ricardo in it and shit, Desi in it, but it's Lucy's show. So to see a beautiful woman in comedy, and it's her own production, her show, her characters, and it was just awesome.
It's awesome. So after Bad Girls Club, and it ended. So was you happy about the way it ended? Because everybody got their own motives for going on something. Yeah. So did you feel like that you accomplished your goal by going on there? And let's talk about some of those goals and why you went on Bad Girls Club.
So Bad Girls Club, it wasn't like I didn't think like it would like, you know, make me like an overnight success. To me, it's a platform. It's a stepping stone, you know what I mean, towards the ultimate goal. It was a great opportunity. It was amazing. I wanted to get on the show from being a fan of the show, you know, for so long. And it definitely helped to give me the following I have and the platform, you know, that I'm on. I have a cult following from that show for life. So it definitely helped me to grow on my social media, which I think helped me to book a lot of comedy when I first started. Because it's like I did Bad Girls Club, moved to California, started doing stand-up like right away. So that was helping me a lot to book shows. And then other comedians that were seeing me at these shows and they were like, you're funny, I like you, I want to book you on some shows. It's just like a domino effect.
So we talk, and then we lead to that was one reality show. And then I have heard that you and Damon Dash have connected. So what's going on with that, and what can we be expecting from that?
So Dame Dash he produced a comedy special, and I was in the special. It's called the Quarantine Comedy. It came out during COVID, and that's on the Dame Dash Network. So that was a comedy special that I was in. We were working on a show together. So my show, A Sociopath and a Psychopath, was actually going to be something else. And the Dame Dash Network was going to produce it. It was going to be me, Jacqueline, and it was kind of the same thing when we were characters, but there was another woman involved. And they were going to produce it on the big set and stuff and kind of fund it and stuff. But then COVID happened, shit shut down. And like, I'm a very like, if I have an idea, like I want to do it. I want to just go for it. I want to try it. Let's just try it. Let's just see. So I started just doing the episodes here in my apartment. Like, I'm going to get the little set. I'm going to film it. I'm going to edit it. I'm going to learn how to do all this. And then we started A Sociopath and a Psychopath. So Dame Dash's comedy special was how I met Dame Dash. Sorry, my dog is snoring. And yeah, that's kind of where it all started, actually.
So you met him, and where'd you meet him at?
At the studio.
He was at the studio, and what was the conversation like?
Dame Dash is very business oriented. He was like on a call with like Anthony Anderson. I'm like FaceTiming Anthony Anderson, like, oh my God, hey, what's up? He really liked us. He thought we were honestly funny. He loves the Rachetta character. And he just wanted us to create and wanted to support it. And, with his space and his staff of editing and all that.
So where's that relationship right now? What's going on with it?
I mean, we're cool. He's not really doing a lot with comedy right now, but he definitely has me in his roster of comedians once he's ready to do more comedy projects. I'm sure when he is ready, we gonna connect again and work on some stuff.
Yeah, I did film stuff though, right?
Yeah.
So do you have any idea what's going to happen and all that stuff?
Oh, it's already been out. It's called Quarantine Comedy, and it is produced by the Dame Dash Network.
Mm-hmm. As a comedian, and we talk about things that you want to do, things upcoming, things that you see for yourself. Let's talk about the vision. Tell me about it, because we're talking about right now and the vision you have for yourself right now, and some of the things that you would like to put into effect.
Right now, my baby is a sociopath and a psychopath. That show, I feel like, is so different. It stands out so much because even though it's a real talk show, it's hosted by characters. And you've never seen nothing like that outside of like a sketch. You know what I mean? There's not like a real talk show like that. So I feel like it could really blow up. I'm trying to pitch it to bigger networks. That's my goal. Like, I think it would be really good for like Adult Swim or even something like Fuse, or, you know what I mean? And that's the goal with a sociopath and a psychopath, to get it to a broader audience. Right now we're on OFTV, and OFTV is great. Don't get me wrong. We love OFTV so much, but we want to target more comedy fans.
Mm-hmm. So, OFTV is OnlyFans. Mm-hmm. And, people like me want to know, is you shaking that ass?
So OFTV, the thing is, you can have content on OFTV, but you cannot do explicit content on your OnlyFans if you are an OFTV creator. So the way I do my OnlyFans is like my own Netflix. I'm like, you could catch like the full episodes here, uncut, whatever. Catch them here first, catch my stand-up shows here. Yes, I like to take some photos. I'm cute. I'm gonna own it, whatever. I take my sexy photos, I post them, but I don't do like explicit nude photos, like Maxim style. And I love to dance. I still love to go dance. So I teach classes on there, and I go live sometimes and live stream go dance. So
when you talk about dancing, like you're in a bikini or something? Or are you in?
I do like similar like costumes, but not as sexy.
No, I'm asking this for me. I want to know. Yeah, I need to know what's going on.
Not as spicy as the club, no.
Mm-hmm. So have you ever had somebody sign up for your OnlyFans and be like, man, this motherfucker up here telling jokes?
Yes, all the time. And I don't feel bad because they're stupid, because it's in my bio. You know what I mean? Like, reading is fundamental. And if somebody can't read the bio, then that's their fault.
So you have got cursed out for that?
Yes, I've gotten cursed out. They try to refund. They try to refund their subscription, but OnlyFans don't do that.
They ain't give the refund back?
Nope.
Because if I get up on there and see you cracking mama jokes, I might be a little upset there, man. I might be a little upset.
This is the thing,
I've never been on one, so I really don't know what it consists of.
OnlyFans could be whatever you want. It doesn't have to be. People, just because a lot of people do that type of stuff, it has a stigma. But OnlyFans was created to be sort of like a Patreon. Like, you're paying a subscription price for exclusive content from a creator. So exclusive content could be comedy series, it could be cooking shows, it could be dance classes, It doesn't have to be, look at my booty hole on my OnlyFans. Like, it don't gotta be
booty
like
hole
that.
brown. Oh, my bad.
They got booty holes on OnlyFans. They do. And it's so annoying because like sometimes girls will message me like, hey, can you promote my page? And I'm like, okay, sure. These are my rates for promo. And then they send me straight up booty hole pics. I'm like, I'm not posting that. I can't.
You're not posting the booty hole pic?
I'm not posting the booty hole pic, and I can't. I will get my profile deleted. I'm not like, I can't do that type of, even if I changed my mind and I was like, I'm gonna start doing porn, I would lose my OFTV deal.
Oh, so even if you just decide to do porn, so it's a difference between what they're doing and what you're doing. It's on two different sections.
It's very different. I tell people like, join my OnlyFans. Don't expect nothing crazy. You could go to my OnlyFans with your grandmother. You know what I mean? Like, it's not.
That's how it's going down.
There's worse stuff on Instagram, you know?
Mm-hmm. So what's your favorite place to perform at?
Ooh, I mean, the Laugh Factory is just so iconic. It's one of the biggest clubs. Every time I'm in there, there's big names in the building. And, you know, sometimes you're sharing the stage with people that you didn't even know you were going to share the stage with. I love the Laugh Factory, but I really like the low key, like weed shows.
Yeah.
They
High
be doing
pop.
these like weed festival shows, or like I did one, it was somebody's house. People like use their houses out here for like event spaces. And it was this house in Beverly Hills, and they were selling weed and shrooms and food
You
in the
fuck with the
yard.
shrooms?
I've tried shrooms.
How
I've
you
tried
feel
them.
about it?
I like it. I didn't do a lot, but I noticed that I felt very like connected with the earth. Like, I don't like bugs, so I'm not a big outside person. But on
I hate bugs too.
I wanted to walk around barefoot and shit and like hug trees.
Speaking about being, bugs, could you be able to survive naked and afraid?
Hell no, I'm too bougie for that. I can't. Look, first of all, I won't even drink like tap water. I like taste the dirt in tap water. I'm really like.
You taste the dirt in tap water?
Look, okay, this is it. I need a bottled water. My man's like, I got a filter though. I'm like, it ain't filtering enough. Like, I wouldn't do it. I couldn't. If I had to, like, okay, here's the thing. I have been in situations where like survival instincts kick in, okay? Like, I have been in several shootings and survival instincts kicked in. But if you ask me like, oh, would you go and, survive a shooting? Like, not on purpose, no. But if I had to, I think I could like summon my ancestral Guatemalan, Puerto Rican roots and build a hut or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I wouldn't volunteer to do no shit like that.
So if you had the family and you was being attacked and you had all the, necessities, you had a gun, you would know exactly what to do.
Yes.
So how would you know what to do? What dangerous situation was you in?
I've been in 3 club shootings.
Mm.
Once I literally saved the people of the club and I got them out through a back door. Okay. And I saved the fucking club. Another club shooting, my friend, my dance partner of the night, she's like, oh, let's go on stage. And I'm like, no, let's go put on some more lip gloss, take a shot, and then go. We still got some time. While we're taking our putting our lip gloss on or whatever, is some sounds. I'm thinking those are gunshots. She's like, no, it's fireworks. I'm like, inside the club, bitch. So another backdoor escapade. Another time, let's see. Oh, one time it was for my stepdad. He owed somebody money for some stuff, and they followed us from my school to my front door and started shooting up the house. Like, it was really bad. And I remember like dodging bullets, going in the house. And first of all, packing a bag, like I'm moving clearly. So
you was
when
moving before that?
I wasn't planning. I mean, I was in high school, I wasn't allowed to just decide to move, but in that situation, I felt unsafe. So I didn't want to be in the house no more. And I started living with my dad.
And where was this at in high school?
This was in New York.
You was in New York. You was in Scarsdale.
Yes.
Shout out to the real. I'm from Rockland County.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, that's similar to Scars, even though I think y'all are a few notches above. Shout out to Rockland County, you bitch ass niggas. So,
To you, bro.
so we was out in Scarsdale. How was life out there? Because I know you was there. I know you was in the city. So how was that? How was that mix?
I love Scarsdale. Scarsdale, it was kind of like just enough on the outskirts where I could like go to the Bronx easy, go to Manhattan easy, go to my school, whatever. Westchester was around the corner, so I liked it. Where I live though, like, you know, at this point I didn't have a license because I'm just a teenager, so I would walk like up these fucking like streets with no sidewalks, just on the side of these green pastures to get to my side job and to get to my bus stop and stuff. But it was a really nice area. I mean, we had a gorgeous house.
And then from there, you came to Florida, or you went to Cali from there?
Oh no, I was in Florida for a long time. A really long time. Florida for a while, moved to Vegas for a little bit just to try it. I didn't like Vegas. Vegas is only.
Why you didn't like Vegas though?
I think Vegas is just for vacation.
Party girl.
It was too much. Everything was so far away. Like the grocery store was 45 minutes away. Yeah. So when you live like near the strip, that's all that there is. And that's where I was. I was like parallel to the strip. So there was nothing outside of the strip. Like the gym was an hour away. The grocery store is an hour away. Like it was hell. And
who was you down there with?
My mom had tried to move out there for a little bit. And my friend Jessica, who was doing bottle service, was out there. And
shout out to Jessica doing bottle service.
Bottle service. I don't think she's doing it no more. She got kids and shit now. But it was chaotic. I remember I was going into CVS. It was like 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, I need to get some girl supplies. And there's a DJ in fucking CVS and they're giving out shot samples.
Fuck out of here.
Like you can't just go somewhere. You know what I mean? It's wild.
Yeah, you used to get fucked up too. Shout out to
I used to party hard.
So tell me about the most you ever been fucked up at.
Oh my God, so many times. Oh, let's see. I think the drunkest. Okay, I was dancing for a Chris Brown party. Okay.
Oh, you was dancing for Chris Breezy?
Yeah, I was one of the dancers for Chris Brown event. And I remember it was my friend's birthday. And she is the biggest Chris Brown fan ever. So I'm like, I'm gonna bring you guys, her and her cousin, we were all friends, whatever. I was like, you know, y'all gonna come with me to work tonight so you can meet Chris Brown. And she was like, oh my God, bitch started crying. I'm like, take a shot, relax, like don't do all this. But we were wasted. We got so drunk, we started dance battling Chris Brown on the dance floor.
Get the fuck out of here.
Wasted out of our minds. And if you ask us all till this day who won, we'll say I won. Everybody will say I won the dance battle.
I bet you did. I bet you did think you would. Listen, whenever you take that big step forward against the champ, you automatically won. So you probably had a lot of people rooting y'all on. Ooh. So you had to feel like you won. How did that feel though? You was battling Chris Brown.
Well, I mean, it felt great. I mean, I'm a very like, when I'm in the moment, I'm in the moment. So right now, the moment I'm focused on beating Chris Brown. Like I don't even care that it's him. I just want to beat him. So we're having this dance battle. I'm like, I'm gonna get your ass, Breezy. Let's go.
I would definitely like to see that. So when you at home and you and your man at home, and you know y'all had an intimate moment, have you ever decided to just crack jokes and shit?
Look, it just happens. Like sometimes I'm like afraid like I'm ruining the moment with my sense of humor, but yes.
Every occasion is to work on your material.
Every occasion, like it's so bad. I gotta subconsciously tell myself like there's time and a place, Stephanie.
Have you ever been serious? Has he ever been serious and had to tell you like, yo, I'm being serious, right? Stop playing.
Oh yeah, one time I forgot what it was, but I kind of like it was like too soon, you know?
You started throwing jabs?
It was too soon. I forgot what the topic was, but I remember it was too soon and I hurt his feelings and I felt bad.
So what kind of woman are you in a relationship?
I am a very loving, I'm very honest, very open. I'm a person who believes like, you know, what you give out, you get back. So I'm always very like loyal. I'm loyal to a fault. Um, I'm cool. You know, I used to be very insecure and then I found the Lord and now I'm more at peace with myself. And that's the truth. But like I used to really have like serious insecurity issues. And I don't think that allowed me to be the girlfriend I really could be. So with him, with my boo now,
Shout out to Boo.
shout out to boo. We are great. And it's my healthiest, longest relationship yet.
Mhm.
And I'm very happy because I'm happy with myself. So that's like a real thing. Like you have to love yourself to love other people correctly. That is, I really believe that.
And what happened to make you happy about yourself? And what was you so insecure about?
Being in the industry, entertainment industry as a dancer and a model, like there's a lot of girls that you see that are very beautiful and some of them have a lot of work done and that can make you feel like maybe you need to get work done and you start questioning your own thing. You know what I mean? Just like, and I think it also comes from like the ex-boyfriends I had. Like I had an ex who like used to do like a music production and music video production. So he always around like the bikini girls twerking and the half naked girls. And, you know, it's ironic too, because I would be one of the girls in the video, but like, it was hard for me.
I see you in a few videos. I see you in a few music videos. And how was that doing that? I see you in
It
one
was
with
fun.
Wifey. It was called Wifey. You was vacuuming. I was right there. I
Oh,
was
and that
in
was
it.
for that was a promo for a clothing brand.
Because I was right
Yes.
in the interview. You was really vacuuming and everything.
Yep.
You had some cheeks out.
That
And
it was
impressive.
literally fulfilling a man's fantasy because don't nobody clean like that in real life. Ain't nobody fucking vacuuming in high heels and lacy panties. Oh, look at me wiping down the counter. That's not real.
You ever did it to turn your man on? I mean, you ever role played or anything?
I ain't gonna clean to turn nobody on. Whatever. That's look, you could clean for me, okay? I'm a hire the maid type of girl, okay? We're gonna hire the weekly maid to come because I'm busy.
Mm. Shout out to the real. So what is you most proud about right now?
Right now, I am most proud about consistently doing comedy and doing good. And I'm very proud of my production, A Sociopath and a Psychopath. Like I produced it, I edit it, I film it. You know, me and Jacqueline, we kind of come up with the topics, but a lot of our jokes are just improv and we kill it, you know, shout out to Jacqueline. So I'm really proud of that.
I do all this myself with very few help. So I want to know, do you hate, because you say you do it by yourself. So do you hate the editing, and it takes for a 2-minute video could take damn near an hour sometimes.
Sometimes,
Stops me from doing original shit because I don't have the right people around me.
yeah, I understand what you mean. You know, I think you have to treat it like a job. You have to treat anything like a job. So even if it's just editing your videos, you schedule it. Like if I don't have a schedule, I'm off the rails. I don't know what I'm doing. I need like a set schedule. So I have a scheduling app and a planner and I make time. Like I make like time slots. Oh yeah, I'm in my 30s now. So I got planners with like stickers and shit. It's embarrassing.
Mhm.
But really scheduling and just planning the time. Don't give yourself a deadline. If you're going to give yourself a deadline, you're putting the pressure on yourself. You know what I mean? Like work at your own pace and do good work. Don't rush it. Don't be hasty just because you want to get the next episode out. Nah, take your time and put out good work. And I think the key to that is scheduling and pre-planning and kind of already knowing what you need to do. Like I just started editing with Premiere Pro and that has been like, I feel like I'm in college, like learning that.
What's Premiere Pro?
Premiere Pro is a software to edit photo and video. Adobe Premiere Pro.
Oh, that's what y'all use? All right. I don't know this. You know what I'm saying? I'm asking. Yeah, so yeah, that must be tough work. So you're editing, you're making films, you're making videos, you gotta do the YouTube, you gotta do the modeling, you gotta do the OnlyFans, then you got your home life. So how does all this fit?
Again, back to the scheduling, it's just making time for everything that's important to you. Like, I know it sounds like sad, but like, I'll like be like, oh, call dad today at this time. Like, it has to be
That's
like
how
that.
it gotta be.
But it works. It works for me. And it balances all my things out. My
Are you at
fitness.
scheduling sex right now?
Oh no, not that. That's just, that's if it happens, when it happens, it happens. Put the other stuff to the side for that.
I'm getting older, so you gotta schedule shit like that. You gotta put that in the book. I gotta be ready. Shout out to the
maybe if my man, was a piece of shit, I wouldn't want to give him no booty, but he's a good man. He deserves some cheeks here and there.
Shout out to the real. So when you think about Stephanie, you think about the journey, and all I need is a sentence or one word. What comes to mind?
For Stephanie?
For Stephanie. Tejada.
Divinely favored.
Divinely favored. And when you think about people in this world, people you interact with, when you look at people, how do you feel about that? What comes to mind? One word or one sentence?
We'll go inspiration. People
are inspiring in this world.
Yeah, because I make fun of them. You know what I'm saying? So like, I could get inspiration from anything. The weirder, the stupider, the better for me.
So how do you feel about the world right now? Same thing.
The world is in shambles. It's in shambles right now. I feel like we're going backwards in some things, and that's kind of sad.
So you grew up on a variety of music. What's your favorite music?
I love to dance. Like, I really love like a good poppy song. Like, I like pop music. I love like Afro beats and reggae music to dance. I love hip hop. I love old music. I just like music. So
yeah. So are you up on the hip hop scene like that? Or you just listen to the songs you like?
I like what I like, because today's rap can be very well, that's not true, because you know what? I'm really into the female rap scene right now.
All right, let's talk. That's what I want to talk about. The female rap scene. Who you listening to?
Like Glorilla and Lotto, they make me want to relapse. You know what I mean? Like, they make me want to like go back to a time where like
and pop that coochie.
Pop that coochie. They do. They make you want to scam somebody's father. Like, it's very empowering, and I'm for it.
And so you're for all the women hip hop right now.
Even if they suck. Like, Ice Spice, I think is trash. I'm sorry. Ice Spice is the Cassie of rap, okay, with her non-rap and talking ass. She is not, you thought I was feeling you? Like, she's speaking. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not gonna lie. I have to agree with you here. Not to jump on. I'm a fan of that ass, but I'm not a fan of her either, man. I don't really
like
get
a
it.
Thick Cabbage Patch doll. Like, she not even fly like that. Like, it's like you get an ass and like everything else goes out the window. Like, bitch look like a Cabbage Patch doll.
Yeah, I agree with you. Ice Spice is seriously overrated. I really don't get the effects.
But it's the beats. The producers need more credit. They need more credit, these producers.
So what about you in music? I know you dibble and dabble.
I do parodies. I got a Rip the Plastic Off Me, whatever that song is, brand new. I got a parody coming for that.
I can't wait to see that. What are you doing? You can't tell me, right?
I can't tell you, but my rapper name is Lil Shit. It started. It's true.
Lil Shit. Shout out to Lil Shit. I like that. Little Shit. So go ahead. Tell me what Lil Shit you talk about.
So Lil Shit started, it wasn't even gonna be like a thing. I was making fun of Lil Pump. Okay. And then I made this song to make fun of Lil Pump, and people loved it. Like they were like, put this on iTunes, this shit go hard. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, what are y'all talking about? This is the problem. So I just kept making songs for the fans. Like just kept putting, I did a Tekashi 6ix9ine one, like a lot.
And this is under little shit.
Under Lil Shit. It's on my
How
YouTube.
you spell it?
Lil Shit.
Oh,
Or
just like
ish.
that? All right, all right.
Ish.
So Lil
When we
Shit
censoring is Lil Ish.
Lil Shit got music out there. Yeah, I'm going to check Lil Shit out right after this.
All over my YouTube, you'll find it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look for all of that. So let's talk about something else, man. So you see marriage in your future. Are you against it? Are you for the 50-50 rule? A man has to take care of everything. Let's talk about it.
I'm not against marriage. I'm also not a person who like needs marriage or is in a rush for marriage. And I feel like that comes from all the failed marriages I've seen growing up. I'm not like, woo, I need the white picket fence. I don't need all that. What I need is commitment, dedication, acceptance, and support. My man takes care of me, you know what I'm saying? He's not like a sugar daddy, more like a sweet and low, but he definitely helps. And I'm sure if I asked for more, he'd give more, but I'm not that type. Even though I joke about it and Racheta is like the ultimate gold digger, I'm not. That's a joke.
So let's talk about Racheta for a minute. What's she about?
So Racheta is inspired by my whole friends and the Latin side of my family. She is a reckless gold digging scam artist who makes money from her feet. And
She got good looking feet.
She got cute feet, and she be robbing these men. Her and Angie are like, you know, the dynamic duo of scam.
So can I kick it with Racheta for a minute?
You can't afford Racheta.
Oh man, I can't get none of that.
You cannot afford Racheta. She's a virgin. She only does feet stuff.
Yeah, I wanted to hear her talk for a bit. I wanted to talk to her and see what she's talking about. I want her to talk to me.
You want me to go get Racheta?
I want to see what kind of man she likes and what she's into. Things she likes.
All right, let me go get Racheta. Racheta! What? I am busy painting my toenails.
We waiting for Racheta here. Stephanie Tejada. Been a wonderful guest so far. We done chopped it up about her career. We done talked about Bad Girls Club. We done talked about comedy. And it's a beautiful thing. We waiting here for one of her characters.
What is it? Who is this? What do you want?
Hey, Racheta, what you doing, girl?
I was painting my toenails to sell them on OnlyFans.
What else you sell on OnlyFans, girl? You making that money?
Oh, yes. Well, you know, OnlyFans is just a portion of it. The real money comes from robbing old men, getting in the wheels, you know, being like, oh, I need $1,000 to fix a car, but I don't. You know, things like this.
Well, listen, man, you can always rob me, Racheta. Well,
okay, send me your bank account info.
I mean, you know, you can't just do me like that, though. I need to see something.
No. All you can see is feet, okay? Do not be a sucio. Racheta is not a sucio, okay? I am a virgin, sir.
You a virgin?
Yes.
You never been with a man? You wouldn't like to be with a black, dark-skinned, bald-headed man like myself?
No, not sexually, just financially, you know, depending. What is your credit score?
I don't even know. That's how good it is.
I broke. That's a no for me.
Shout out to the real. So, Racheta, where can some of my friends find you at if they're interested?
You can find me on television with the OFTV app. Look for my show, A Sociopath and a Psychopath. Find me in the street scamming men. Miami, Dr. Culo, Colombia, Puerto Rico, New York, Hollywood, at the morgue. You never know.
So are you good friends with Stephanie?
That is my sister. She is like this stupid version of me. You know, she works and stuff and tries to make a living. Please.
Shout out to the real. Tejada, thank you for coming on the show.
Is that it? Okay. Bye.
I love it. I love it. So talk about sociopath and a psychopath. That's what you're most excited about right now.
Yes. So a sociopath and a psychopath is me and my friend Jacqueline. She plays Angie. I play Racheta. Y'all just know Racheta. We have a talk show where we discuss real things as characters. So the element of being a character lets us take it further and discuss more things that kind of are sensitive and get away with it. It's like it's like a hack. And what we like about it is like it's never been done. People have called us the female Beavis and Butthead, the female Wayne's World, but that's us. And we talk about anything and everything. We have segments. Like I said, we write down like our topics, but most of the jokes are improv. Most of the things that we say is just us. We have this like natural chemistry where we could just riff together on and off camera.
Sounds like you're in a good place in life, man. So if you had one thing that you can change in this world, what would it be?
That we didn't have to use money for survival. And everything was just kind of accessible without, because I feel like money really is the root of all evil because it drives people to steal, kill, rob, you know, do all these things. And if we didn't have those issues, we'd be chilling.
So what do you think about what Trump is going through right now?
I feel like that's what he gets. You know, I'm not really like,
And I also got to ask, you got a governor down in Florida. He's just censoring anything black. How do you feel about that?
He's a moron. I feel like politicians nowadays, it's like the dumber you are, like the more you're probably going to get in there. It's like these people are idiots. I don't understand how they run a country. I really don't.
Do you have faith in anything as far as politics right now?
Faith?
Faith, like, do you believe? I don't believe in no politics right now. I can care less who's president, who's whatever. The agenda will be the agenda. And I just want to know how you feel about, you know, the things you're seeing in this world, the things you're seeing take place.
I feel like it's really nothing that they could do. I feel like I should have voted for Kanye. And I feel like it's just kind of like you. Like I don't have faith in them. I'm hoping that God will give them vision and fix it, but I don't have faith in them.
Yeah, so that's a good answer. I don't have faith in them either. I feel like anybody, like you said, it's a bunch of idiots that's being politicians. And after the Donald Trump thing and all the things that's been coming out, I feel like somebody should have taught me I could have been a politician as a kid because it seems so easy with all of the shit I'm seeing and all the shit that's going on. So let me ask you another quick question. Did you see about the mother and her 14-year-old? She, you know, had a son. Somebody was whooping her ass in front of the chicken spot or the burger spot, and the kid came in and shot the person. I mean, they got away with it right now. Did you see that happen in Chicago?
I did not. So somebody was shot.
So somebody was beating on a woman. She texted the kid. The kid must have been in the car. He came, seen the man putting his hands on his mother, and he put some holes in him. That's like been the biggest thing that happened this week.
I don't know to the extent of what this man was doing to his mother, but I can't fault him.
He was whooping the mother's ass. It wasn't his mother. It was just another person to him. And she texted the son, which was in the car. They had a gun license and everything. He came in with the gun and he killed the man.
It wasn't his mom, though, just some lady.
No, it wasn't his mom. It was some random punk beating up on a woman.
I don't, you know, that's never good. Domestic violence is, you know, man hitting a woman or vice versa. So I wouldn't say he's like 100% wrong, but also you shouldn't have killed him, you know? Like maybe
I mean,
just
you
shot
can't
his like,
help it. I'm pretty
pull like
sure he
a
was blowing shots.
Tory Lanez and like shoot his foot, but don't kill him.
You think Tory Lanez really did that?
And you know what's so funny is after all the controversy, that now they're saying that was, oh, he didn't do nothing and he's innocent, blah, blah, blah. People were mad at me because I made a skit about it.
And what was the skit about?
It was Megan Thee Stallion from her giantess point of view getting shot by Tory Lanez, who I edited to be a bug.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things wrong with that case. I mean, it was a funny ass case, but I don't know. I think he's innocent, but I don't want to go on record saying this. I don't want y'all to know this. I feel like Tory Lanez is innocent, or there's something more that happened. You know what I'm saying? Why would you be going with guns to Kylie Jenner's house anyway? That's the only thing I don't get. Why would you need guns going to party with the Kardashians? How do you feel about the Kardashians? This is the last question before we get to the end of this. How do you feel about the Kardashians? I feel like their new season or whatever they're doing should be called Surviving Kanye. How do you feel about that?
I haven't seen the Kardashians in forever. They're so boring to me. Like, honestly, they're always just eating salads and having meetings on the show. I don't get what is the appeal of the show. I will say this, they are definitely bosses and I admire their work ethic, but I don't find them entertaining at all.
Me neither. Tell the people where to find you at.
You can go to my website, StephanieTejada.com, Instagram, Stephanie Tejada with 2 A's, or check me out on OFTV.
Shout out to the real. Shout out to the fake. Shout out to that nosy chick. She better stay in her place. Get in line, punk. Stephanie Tejada, Bad Girls Club, comedian, Rochetta. Hold up. I didn't even get to Connie the Crackhead, man. Can we get Connie the Crackhead signing off? You got to say shout out to the real, highly dysfunctional. If we can get Connie the Crackhead saying that, that'd be beautiful.
We cannot get Connie. Connie is makeup. Connie got a lot going on.
Production. All right, so say shout out to the real, highly dysfunctional.
Shout out to the real, highly dysfunctional. Thank you for having me.
Stephanie Tejada, ladies and gentlemen. It's been real. It's been beautiful. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. Shout out to everybody that's going to tune in. Get in line, punk. Stephanie, I love you. Thank you.
Bye.